Hello YouTube. Well, August is over, so it's time for the monthly stats. Let's do it. Wow, August. What a dire month. I mean, just, has it ever been sunny? It seems like there's been like grey cloud hanging over us just almost permanently. So I'm not expecting great numbers for this August, but let's take a look. So we generated a total of just 800 kilowatt hours in August. Now that is more than 100 kilowatt hours down on the previous August from 2020. So yeah, not great. The best day was the 11th of August, and on that day we generated 43.5 kilowatt hours. So yeah, not brilliant, but okay. The worst day was the 17th of August, and on that day we generated only just over 10 kilowatt hours. So I think when I looked at the results from the previous August, that's actually better than the worst day from the August of 2020, but not by much. And obviously I've got an extra array now on my shed that I didn't have back then, so that probably accounts for it, to be honest. So anyway, yeah, I don't know how that compares with you guys' best and worst days. I'm based in the south of the country, and we seem to have been under a permanent blanket of cloud, certainly for the latter half of this month. But I know people further north have been having a bit more sunshine, so maybe you've done better. So let's take a look at the power by source pie chart. So you can see that 61% of all the power comes from my biggest array, but my shed solar panels are, they're contributing nicely. 10% or so of total energy generated has come from my power shed. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'd expect my 2 kilowatt wall mounted panels now to start becoming an ever larger part of the mix as the sun is starting to lower now, and it should be hitting them at a more optimal angle, and also I won't get the shading from the eaves that I get at the very peak of summer. So of all the power we generated in August, we managed to use nearly 88% of it, which means we only exported about 12% of it. So that's not too bad. It would have been nice to get that a little bit higher, but unfortunately there were a few sunny days when we just ran out of places to put it. I need bigger batteries, or a car with a bigger battery. That would solve the problem. And now let's have a look at the energy mix. So 85% of all the power we used in August was self-generated, meaning that we only had to pull 15% from the grid. And so you can see that equates to an import of 123.5 kilowatt hours. And now let's have a look at where all the power went. So 20% of it went in the leaf, and 23% of it went on the hot water tank. I've been making a really big push to not use the gas to heat the hot water, despite the fact that we've not had enough sunshine to just heat it from the spare solar. I've been using grid power to heat the hot water so that I don't have to switch the central heating system on at all, because I'm really trying to push hard now to use as little gas as possible, and that has helped, combined with the steamer that I mentioned in my previous video that we bought, a little electric steamer. That has helped to drop our gas usage right down to the point where we only used 11 kilowatt hours of gas in August, and compared to the same period in the previous year, that was 76 kilowatt hours. So we've managed to drop that significantly, and it's an ongoing thing. As I've said in previous years, I want to get off gas completely, but it's going to be an expensive process. And now my eldest son has just gone to university this September. It's going to be something I'm probably not going to have the funds for, at least not for a while. But I'll do what I can. So now let's look at the usage graphs for energy consumed or imported for every half hour of each day. And you can see that certainly for the beginning part of the month, we were again not using any grid power at all. And then there were a couple of occasions where I needed to charge the car up overnight, and so a couple of days went into the 5 pence a kilowatt hour rate, nighttime rate on Octopus Go, to charge the car up and to sometimes heat the hot water as well. So the longest streak for August was 15 days before we had to start taking energy from the grid. I was really hoping that for basically June, July, August, we wouldn't have to pull anything from the grid at all. But unfortunately, the weather just hasn't been on our side this month. Okay, well, that's it for another month. How did that compare to your month? I'm hoping for better things in September, but let's see. Probably going to have to start charging things up at night a bit more, particularly as we get towards the end of September. So I'm glad I'm on the Octopus Go tariff. Those 4 hours of low rate electricity really will make the difference in the winter. I've been looking recently at the Octopus Agile tariff because I'm working on some updates for my Monocle software system to integrate with the Agile pricing. But just based on what I've seen of the pricing just recently, it's never dropping below about 17 pence, even in the middle of the night. So I can't see people staying on Agile for very much longer. I think a lot of people will be shifting over onto Go, and it wouldn't surprise me if things carry on the way they are if Octopus doesn't put the prices up on Go soon, because they must be losing money on this tariff hand over fist as things stand. But there you go. So I'll stick with Octopus Go for now, and I think that will help keep the bills down. Okay, well, that's it. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Cheers.